Greetings, fellow conquerors, and welcome back to Great Britain here in EU4, where today we're going to be taking over some stuff. Well, I mean, you would expect that out of every EU4 episode, wouldn't you? I accidentally unpaused for, literally 4 days after the last episode, and that was enough for Spain to peace out, take 2 provinces from the Papal State, as well as give us the lovely province of Lyonnais from the Papal State. So, not exactly ideal. We would have preferred to take more land from the Papal State ourselves, but, you know, what can you do? Interesting opportunity has presented itself in that, Trier has a core on the state of Nassau, and Nassau is currently losing a war with Saxony, and if there's any of Nassau left that we could take over, we could potentially use this as an opportunity to get another vassal in the HRE, which I think would be great. Now, that being said, another opportunity has presented itself that I plan on taking care of as soon as possible, and that is, we're going to go on a colonial conquest. So, let's get some more infantry. How many artillery do we have? We have 2. I guess that's alright. And, with this we'll have, let's see, that's 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 infantry, 11 troops total. Let's go for, 13. And then we're just basically going to feed all this land to the vassal that the colonial nation that is about to form. Another form of vassal, really. I mean, now I think it's important to note that Oil Bucketland is not big enough to support their own colonies, so we're probably going to have to go back up there and make sure they do, have enough money to actually do that. That being said, surprisingly high Liberty Desire, all things considered. I know it's only 4%, but at the same time, considering how small Oil Bucketland is... Now, I know, in reality, Oil Bucket would never rebel. He's very loyal. He's very loyal to the channel. And I don't think he would do anything like that. But his country, oh man, we got problems. Alright, so, what are we doing right now? Well, we're fabricating some claims. We may attack Nassau. We may not, just simply because the aggressive expansion, as you can see, is starting to get really high in the HRE. And even though Austria's at negative 105 about our aggressive expansion, we really don't want the entirety of the HRE coming after us, because that might be just a little too much for our empire here. Alright, all these regiments are ready. Everyone's doing a little bit of colonial conquest. Even the Dutch especially. Just look at all this land the Dutch just took. They call it the New Netherlands. Alright. I have a feeling that our alliance with the Dutch is not going to last forever. Only long enough to suit our needs. And that's the way it goes sometimes. Alright, let's stop building a spy network in Mali, even though we only have a 6-year truce with them at this point. So let's just get rid of that. Wait, 2 months for the diplomat to come home. Take your time. No, none of us are waiting. None of us have anything better to do right now. Don't worry about it. Alright, a 13 stack with a 6-6 general against the natives should be enough, considering that none of them have apparently completed colonial ideas yet, so... We're going to go ahead and declare. And I believe we can show superiority against these natives. Yeah. Yeah. Goodbye. It was fun. Alright, we'll just stack wipe them real quick. You know, the natives get 100% to force limit or something like that. They can actually build quite large armies, but even so, not much you can do against a general like that. Oh wow, a 0-1. Yeah. Not really much you can do about a situation like that. And this is the Abenaki tribe. Well, we're gonna take all the things, so we'll split the army up here. Even taking a -2, just no chance. Yep, and there's the siege. You know, somebody gave some great advice in a previous episode, and he said, hey, you need to start splitting your armies, and he's right. I've been playing poorly in that respect for pretty much the entire campaign. I mostly do it because I get paranoid, right? That, like, I'm gonna split my armies, and then a death stack is gonna come and, like, wipe one of them, and which is awful, and I don't want that to happen. At the same time, I should probably be a little more bold. At the same, I don't know why. Is that my voice turning British? Oh my. I think we want the points, and I'm glad I picked the points because we really need some diplomatic power to finish up the idea group we're in. We're also behind in diplomatic tech, so kind of less than ideal in that respect. Ah, it's a lovely colonial conquest. Ah, native assimilation. Yes, the natives know we present no threat. Oh, and instead of calling it Manhattan, we're calling it New York. Well, there you go. I do like dynamic province names, even if sometimes I can't pronounce it depending on the nation I'm playing. Definitely makes it feel more authentic. Alright, we have a 100% war score. Let's just take all the things. Oh, we have to own the land to actually demand it. Okay, well, in that case, we've got some land to take, don't we? I don't think we have to core this because it'll turn into a colonial nation. And then whenever rebels pop up, we can just fend off. It's not really an issue, I don't think. See, it looks like they're putting up a fight, but really we're killing them 10-1, and it's brutal. Let's see. Gain a skill 2 spy master, or just gain better cost to fabricate claims. I think we're going to get the skill 2 50% cheaper spy master, for the sole purpose that we need more diplomatic points. I'm just going to get a stack wipe here. Alright, we'll go ahead and wipe that stack, and we'll kick on Forced March, and hopefully we can get back to this colony in time, but we'll see. The answer may surprise you. Nope, they won. Aw, they completely took it out. Damn it. Well, that was a waste of mill points. Not really much we could have done about that, I guess. Yeah, that's the risk you take, you know. Now, I've been thinking about, you know, once again, about taking expansion ideas, and there was a lot of, I had a lot of grief in, like, a previous episode where I was talking about, like, I really don't want to take expansion ideas because it's bad. It's probably the worst admin idea group, honestly. And you may be saying to yourself, well, hey, Dark, you can get that free Casus Belli on India, and the thing is, at Tech 23 Diplo, we can do that anyway with, just, crap. We can do that with just, imperialism. You know? We don't have to actually have anything. Alright, let's, take all the ducats. 200 ducats is perfectly acceptable. And literally nobody cares. Oh, okay, so this land was automatically ceded to Oil Bucket Land. Good stuff. Now, interestingly, this isn't considered part of our patrimony yet, and it may be because we don't have a connecting colony. Let's see, we're getting 80 a year. So this will be done in a couple years. Do we want to wait out the overextension on the off chance this gets ceded to our vassal? I mean, we wouldn't really save that much admin. Yeah, I guess we'll go ahead and core it then. Better than like getting unrest and corruption for no reason. And I don't think that really caused, like, any grief with anyone. Like, literally nobody cared that we took all that land, so I'm not worried about it. We should probably improve relations with our vassal, as, you know, with our other, you know, with our colonial nation, I should say. Let's see. We do have some rebels that are threatening to pop up. I'm not really concerned about our finances. We are, you know, we're losing 5 ducats a month, but we're also paying for 2 advisors every month, so... See, the trade good in Berkshire has changed to fur. Hooray! And, somebody else commented, and this is what I love about playing on YouTube. Somebody commented that, like, the obvious pick for the name of our new colony is not the name of one of our subscribers, but no. Somebody else, more important. And that somebody is, That somebody is new... We're gonna call it New Desmond, okay? I tried to chalk it up, I tried to talk it up, and it just did not work. I'm sure this general here, this, you know, William Beresford, this 6'6", he really does not want to be here. He's like, I would rather be fighting Europeans that actually put up a fight. These savages pose no threat. And obviously that's the part of the video that, you know, I get, like, you know, my monetization taken off by YouTube. I said some bad things about native populations. I'm sorry. We'll build some workshops, improve our production income there, help pay for our glorious army of 159,000 troops. Now we could also take a another idea group. We could also take another military idea group instead of an admin idea group for our next idea. I think I really want the admin idea group, though. Now, speaking of which, next tech we unlock the absolute monarchy or the Republican dictatorship. But the thing is, I don't think you can actually switch to the Republican dictatorship, even though we are one. Including getting all the bonuses that we currently have. So our morale is actually pretty decent right now because we're getting 10% from plutocratic and 10% from the dictatorship, as well as our army tradition, which is decently high, and our prestige, of course, and Protestantism. So we're getting a nice slew of bonuses to help us keep up with other nations. Let's see. So, on a whim here, if I were to attack Austria today, who would join? Spain allied the Austrians, because he's a bastard. Why would you do that? Oh, no. I know what it is. Spain is defender of the Catholic faith. Yep. Oh, Spain. And the frustrating part is it's impossible to see otherwise. You know, if they would or not. They're also protected by Brunswick, I guess, which isn't really that big of a deal. The big issue, of course, is Poland. But Poland also barely has any ideas, because they haven't been... I guess they've just had a string of really, really bad rulers, because they are just constantly behind. Now, Spain, of course, being the only other possible rival, but the problem is, if we break alliance with Spain, then he's almost certainly going to ally Austria or Poland, and create this nasty triumvirate. Now, Poland is integrating Brandenburg, and it would be nice to take it away from them, but I don't know if we have the reasonable means to deal with them at the present moment. It may be wise to take another military idea group after all, because we've been spending a lot of admin lately. And having another military idea group would give us the much-needed strength to deal with our enemies. Let's go ahead and kick the game speed up here just a little bit. And how's our spy network coming along? We got kicked out of Sweden, so we'll have to resend that. Go ahead and do that. Let's see, local tax modifier. Hey, 25% taxes. I like it. Let's see, let's go ahead and mothball the forts, because we do have 18 forts, which is probably way too many if we're being 100% honest. Look at that. Look at that. We mothballed our forts, and now we're making, like, 12 ducats per month more. Man, forts are way too expensive. I think we'll just completely get rid of the one in Ireland, because no one's ever going to go to Ireland. And I really don't care about Scotland either, so let's get rid of that fort. These two provinces in Denmark, not really an issue, so we'll get rid of that fort. We're just going to liquidate our forts, I think, just because we have way too many of them, and they're no longer serving like a useful purpose. We'll delete the one in Gascony as well, or Labourd, I should say. And, I mean, right here we have two forts that are touching each other. So we have a level 4 fort. We have two level 4 forts here. So yeah, let's go ahead and destroy this one in Barrois. Now, it may be Barrois. Somebody commented that, like, this is apparently... Let's see, where is it? This is apparently Poitou. I just assume that any OI in French has a wah sound to it, and I apologize for that. I do like actually attempting to pronounce things correctly, just because it makes me feel like more intelligent, I guess. Which is maybe not the best reason, but it's a reason. We'll go ahead and pick up Diplomatic Tech 18. And you can never have too much manpower. There are some people who would disagree with that. I actually got into kind of a heated debate last night with somebody over the usefulness of quality ideas. After my 48-minute video about it, and he did raise some pretty good points about why quality is actually a fairly decent group. But I think it still stands that quantity is one of the best idea groups, not because it improves your combat ability directly, even with 50% more troops, but rather because it gives you manpower is the primary thing. It's kind of like defensive, where you can just kind of take the first two ideas and be done, but the rest are, nice additions. Alright, we have cored all the provinces. Alright, here we go. New colonial nation, we're going to call it New Desmond. Now, I think in Mare Nostrum I could actually change the culture of these provinces to whatever I wanted. Or maybe that's in Rights of Man. I can't remember. But what I can tell you is, if we could, we would definitely change it to Irish. 100%. But I think Desmondian is its own culture. It's definitely, like, unique enough. It's very militant and imperialistic ethos, I would say. Our truce with Sweden is up, so yeah, we're gonna go attack them. And we're kind of at the point in the game where things are just kind of starting to rapidly snowball in our favor. And I'm perfectly fine with that, and I'm really happy about it, if I'm being 100% honest. However, unfortunately, it also means that our power projection is just not where it needs to be. All that being said, do we want to fabricate any more claims on Sweden? I mean, we've got a claim on this province, and the rest of it, I'm just kind of whatever. We'll just take it. We will take all the things, and nobody will care because it's Sweden. Because the world is cruel. The world is cruel, and Sweden is reformed. Now, we could build a cathedral in this province. Now, how much would it cost to upgrade? We need 181 ducats. Well, we could certainly plunder that from Sweden, I'm sure. We should probably get a second army. And this is the army of France. Where's our massive fleet here? Yeah, we'll leave the Imperial army over there, and Sir Beresford. I'm gonna knight him. William Beresford, you are an incredible general, and I think you've done nothing but serve Britain in the highest possible capacity that somebody could do. I hereby dub thee Sir William Beresford. I would land you, but we don't believe in feudalism anymore. This is a republic. Alright, we're going to stop building the spy network, and we're just going to go to war pretty much as soon as possible here. Alright, let's turn on these two forts at least. Convert this province. And what's Sweden's army like now? I can't imagine it's that big. Sweden. Sweden has 15,000 troops, only 15k, and they have no allies because they're reformed and nobody likes them. I'm sorry, Sweden. I don't mean these things to be cruel, but I do mean them. We could call on the Dutch, but why? Is basically my thinking on that. Alright, New York has started producing tobacco. You are all chain smokers. But I'm not going to complain. I'm not driven by some moralistic compass. As long as it makes the Empire money, by all means. I could care less about the health of my people. And then, of course, you know, this is the part where, like, 30 years later, my people are having health problems. There's a national epidemic of people smoking too much. Everyone is sick and dying. Let's see. Let's hire a new general. Who is a 5-3. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Alright, let's see. When will these armies convene? Soonish enough. Oh. We stack wiped them. Ah. Alright. Sorry, Sweden. This is kind of a how the mighty have fallen, you know, it's one of those moments. And, like, I feel bad, but at the same time, you know, this is our land now. Now, when this is really all going to start coming down is when we hit, I think it's, what tech is it? When we hit Tech 23 and we get that extra admin efficiency, that's really when the rails are going to come off this run entirely, because our coring costs will be so ridiculously low that in pretty much every war we're just going to take all the land we thought was humanly possible. Let's see. I mean, these supply limits are so bad. Gain 1 base tax in New York. Yes. So, for all the investment we put into it, we're currently making 2.75 ducats off trade, or off our vassals every month. And this is with, like, a bonus, you know, bonus to tariffs from exploration, a bonus to, you know, a bonus to vassal income from influence. This is with the bonuses. We're only making, you know, 2.75 ducats. Now, you could argue, you know, well, you don't have that many yet, and that is true. At the same time, it's just not as much as people usually make it out to be, I guess. It's a little disingenuous. Let's see, where are you? Where's Trier? Trier is loyal now. He loves us. He thinks we're the best. Oh, hey, we have a bonus merchant from Oil Bucket Land, because they have at least 10 cities. Great. Oh, hey, they are colonizing. Look at you go. Plus, they got all this land over here in the Huron area, so that's pretty great. You know, that's awesome. In a federation with the Shawnee. Where are the Shawnee at? Oh, all the way over there. Yeah, you know what? I'm a bad dude who doesn't care at all. And I'm going to go ahead and attack the Iroquois while we're busy. Surely nothing could possibly go wrong for us having fighting two wars at the same time. But hey, vassals got to eat too. Oh, hey, the Cree joined as well. Cool, more land we can take. Good work. Good work, everyone. I don't think there's any conceivable way they can do any amount of damage to us, so not really concerned there. Keep these armies rolling here. Lose money or lose stability? I think I'd rather lose money, even if it means we take out a loan. I could have waited there, but honestly, it doesn't bother me that much. Great Britain occupied Kexel. Good. We're going to make these colonies massive. That's the plan, anyway. Big enough that they can support themselves. I never understood that siege event. You know, the defenders will get average penalties. Like, what are you even talking about there? I genuinely don't know. I think we're going to break the siege there. Go obliterate Sweden's navy, since they're blockading for whatever reason. And we're going to cross the strait, because reasons. And we didn't take the strait crossing, I think because we controlled the strait. And we're just going to go ahead and stack wipe the Swedish once again. Could chalk that up. Let's see, what's our discipline right now? We are at 112% discipline, so probably partially that. Also, we're up to 98% war score with the Iroquois here, so... Let's see, let's transfer this to Oil Bucketland, since it's part of their shtick, I think. And let's give this to New Desmond. And give us all your money. Great. Look at that, New Desmond. It's beautiful. It's everything I could ever dream of. And it only gets better from here. Alright, I think I'll finish up this war with the Swedes in the next episode, but thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, my fellow Britishmen, as our empire continues to expand at an increasingly rapid rate. And I'll see you on the next one.